Fucking is good for you, okay? Getting some pussy beats having a war. I ain't lying. Coming is a lot of fun. Cause I never got no pussy when I was a legal teenager.
We made 50 a show, now we back on the road. You hate it when I leave and you can't go. I got ample opportunities to make my dream happen. I promise that I can't slow my work schedule. For anybody it's true, you're ungrateful and always in the mood. I never cheated, cause I ain't that dude. I'm a busy bee, tell me what you reading into. It could be so simple. One boy, one girl in love, that is central. Let me guess who I wanna fuck now. Attitude adjusted when I touch down. My appetite for this shit is pretty much done. If you ain't happy, then I'm out to where I came from. I'm not the same kid that I used to be. And when I said I love you, I did it truthfully. You need to understand my peace before you try to speak, and then we get stuck in the beef. I know you got the receipts, but that was a reach. You're on your phone trying to subtweet.
February 517, do you want to report a UFO? Over. I wouldn't know what kind of report the wild center.
Yo, I checked my window, bright lights illuminated my room, making me tremble. Jumped in my bed and decided I'd wait a little bit. Like a little kid, I was scared as shit, but shit happens I guess. Took a look again and stepped back and almost had a heart attack. That ass was fat, the best kind. Distracted, I didn't notice a ride until it started to fly and fell out of the sky. I ran in stride to my door, but there I was denied by this woman I could only describe as having blue eyes that just cried, and a skin color that resembled apple pies. I asked where she from, she act like she ain't know. Her voice monotone, could tell she ain't home. My phone went off, she thought that it was a drone, so we roamed. She didn't wanna be alone.
With my tinfoil hat, I'm in the street searching to invite you back to me. You're in another galaxy, but please can you return to look down on me. You don't know how much you love it, man. Must have been the government that brought you down here to this world. When I tell them about you, they look at me doubtful. You love conspiracy, girl. They say you're loving them conspiracy girls. They say you're loving them conspiracy girls. They say you're loving them conspiracy girls. Conspiracy girls.
Looking at constellations, she's not impressed. She been to all of them, making it not as special as what I was saying. Her telecommunication is waiting to hear from control stations and her nation. She had no patience, like she ain't trying to be here. Classified cases and military grade gear were near. I had nothing to fear. She from a place of love that is well and dead. I said yeah, but the earth never cared, cause we are erratic and shoot automatics. Change don't happen, it's hard to reach the masses. I said okay, but what does that mean? And suddenly she turned around and she kissed me. Nowhere I would rather be. We had to flee though, somebody called the police.
With my tinfoil hat, I'm in the street searching to invite you back to me. You're in another galaxy, but please can you return to look down on me. You don't know how much you love it, man. Must have been the government that brought you down here to this world. When I tell them about you, they look at me doubtful. You love conspiracy girl. They say you're loving them conspiracy girls. They say you're loving them conspiracy girls. They say you're loving them conspiracy girls. Conspiracy girls.
The connection was a weapon that changed my whole perception of love. Perpetually falling deep because, like a drug, this man got addicted to hugs. Her body glowed like a strobe in a shadowy club. She was that bright. I still think about the night and how I let her down when I could've saved her life twice. I guess the jakes went straight to my place after complaints of loud sounds and the crater in the ground. They found a spacecraft and they called the clown from the White House. Cops coming now. We still trying to run through the town. I had to sit her down. I thought we wouldn't get found. She got one signal, it wasn't that great. She put it to her ear and heard the static breaks. I knew she would leave soon, I told her to her face, I love you to the moon. Then they shot her on our first date. One good girl is worth all the treasure. Two good girls is worth no pleasure. Dropped each and every single woman I was texting. Caught more rubbers before we started sexing. The way that I value love is too sacred. The day that I got to lay with you naked, I was mesmerized by your fragrance. I will always empathize with you, baby. It was real hard living life alone until you came down reciting my old songs, writing my words and taking my poems, showing me that you wanna be in my arms. When I felt like I lost control, you took charge. I was on the road, we danced to El DeBarge. Your moms raised you well, I must admit we was doing it large, and I'll never forget. As the months went on, you was dealing with things, and I was dead wrong, cause I didn't see a change. Way too indulged in the music scene, I fell out of love with the woman of my dreams. After that night, I never thought of marriage. She was the right one, but we had our last tango in Paris. And now I'm embarrassed, because I miss her.
Well, Roger, you finally got yourself an album together, brother.
Yeah, it's been a while, too. It's been a while.
How long you been playing this music, man?
All my life, man, all my life.
Coming to my senses, I know you and me weren't meant to be, but they gotta see my expenses. It wasn't monetary, and contrary to the popular belief, there is something I bury. Every last thing related to the holiday in February, because my thoughts too scary. Love wasn't real, so I had to reimagine it. I'm adamant about the life I wanted, and you mad as shit for what? You wasn't happy with the gifts, you didn't wanna clap when I was rapping with the kids. The cycle of I'm taking you back, let's make amends. But now I'm just rolling the pack, we ain't friends no more. The chronicles of a bachelor, walking out the door when you called me a bastard. I stopped on a dime, stared into your eyes, and I told you this is everything you asked for, you asshole. In my dome, I let it play like the Astros. I went out with the bang in the past shows. We can never be the same, and before I go, I'ma tell you one thing. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm done.